Okay, people, yes, Shonen Jump canceled another one. They canceled another manga, and it's like, yo! Seriously, I feel like a broken record now every time I gotta come in here and tell you guys, hey, Shonen Jump just canceled another one. Except this one, it's a little bit of a different type of case. Not to mention we got a whole assortment of stories anywhere from Dragon Ball to Bleach related to the circulation of Shonen Jump. Like, it's madness in here. So without further ado, welcome to another exciting episode of ForneverWorld! The only news source that provides anything and everything anime and manga related. And we don't bore you. We get into it. Let's do it.
No matter how you move, get it done. No matter how you move, get it done. No matter how you move, get it done. No matter how you move, get it done.
Okay, people, before we get into this one, definitely hit that subscribe button and that bell so you're always notified on Forever News and anything related to the anime and manga world. I got you covered. But we got to talk about this, fam, because things is a wee bit hectic to say the least in Shonen Jump. Y'all know it's like I'm a broken record. Hey, guys, they canceled another one. Hey, guys, it's going to the end. Except with this particular case, keeping it a buck with you, it's like, hey, they canceled another one, except this time, nobody cares. Now, obviously, I'm using hyperbole. There's probably a few people that are like, ForneverWorld, please, you're being an asshole. I care. Well, that's fine, but yeah. Because according to this, it says, Protect Me Shugomaru by Daiki Ihara has officially ended in Weekly Shonen Jump issue number 27. And that manga, I want to say it came like maybe a week or two before Ayashimon. And it's out the door following Ayashimon, and it makes me wonder, so hey, they got rid of Ayashimon, they got rid of Protect Me Shugomaru, is Doran Dororan next? That just goes to show right there, that was a failed serialization round, especially if Doran Doran leaves soon. That is definitely a failed serialization round, because Ayashimon, a lot of people were hyped, hey, Yuji Kaku's returning from Hell's Paradise, oh, hey, he's out of here. Then Protect Me Shugomaru, it was like, yo, this is the dude that did Koizuru One Piece, he got serialized, gone. And then Doran Doran, it kind of didn't really have the biggest, greatest rep to begin with, because a lot of people weren't all that invested and were calling it generic early on. But so far of the three serializations, it's the only one that is still here. But next week it could be Bon Voyage, like that One Piece ending that is like really awesome. Or was it an opening? Either way, yeah, it's gonna be curtains for Doran Dororan unless it makes it for 2 to 3 more weeks. Probably Shonen Jump is gonna make it go, and that's because of an even bigger issue. Because yes, cancellations is terrible. It pisses us off. We want our manga. We want the stuff that we invested our time into reading and even sometimes money to continue on and have the proper conclusions that the authors had in mind. However, the constant shrinkage of certain areas of the manga market is what is spurring this on. I have no doubt in my mind, because I here have some very golden information. Right here, this is very extremely important, because it is damn near the map of what's happening in the manga world, in particular for the magazines that launch all these manga. In case you don't know how things work, oftentimes, majority of times, in order for something to get published into tankobon form, aka volume form, they basically release chapters in magazines like Shonen Jump, Weekly Shonen Magazine, you name it, Shonen Sunday. They're the ones that release the chapters, and then eventually they release them in volumes, and if they are continuing on, it's because they were probably successful or the editorial staff believes in them. However, what happens when those magazines that are used as the launch pad begin to see a significant decrease in readership? And that's where we're at with things right now. And I'm looking at this right now, this information that I'm going to show you in 1 second. Wow, this is a real true to blue view of what is going on in the manga industry in terms of for these magazines like Shonen Jump and stuff like that. These are the big dogs. Because right here, courtesy of Manga Moguro Re, it said print circulation of the 3 main weekly shonen magazines according to the annual report on the publication market 2022. So this is again the big dogs, the 3 big dogs, which are Shonen Jump, Shonen Magazine, and Shonen Sunday. The 3 of them represent the 3 main powerhouse publishing companies over there: Shueisha, Kodansha, and Shogakukan. And I'm gonna tell you right now, we're gonna go from third to 1. Third place, I could see within, I'm gonna give it 10 years. It could be less, it could be a little bit more, but definitely within 10 years, I could see that this magazine is going to be completely wiped out of existence, at the very least in the physical form. This magazine, Shonen Sunday, is just like The circulation numbers as it stands right now are 194,000 copies. And while that's still great, that is for one of the 3 biggest shonen magazines over there, one of the biggest magazines, period, that publish manga. So off the rip, when I look at that and I think back to like, yo dog, at its peak, for example, Shonen Jump, the biggest one, would do like 6 million circulation numbers. This is doing 194,000. That is not great at all. That is not great at all. In fact, again, I feel like that is the writing on the wall that physical publication, at the very least for Shogakugan's Shonen Sunday, is probably on its last legs. Like, just think about it for a second. The biggest thing in Shonen Sunday right now that is probably keeping all of the lights on over there, Detective Conan. What happens when Gosho Aoyama says, it's over, I don't want it no more? Now, granted, there could be somebody that could come in and they could say, yo, similar to like what's happening with Go-Go 13, somebody else is going to pick up the mantle and keep it going. But realistically, dog, people want a conclusion. They want the, black organization to be found out, who's in charge, all of that stuff. People want the answers already. And if they're gonna, they prolonged it a lot. And don't get me wrong, I'm sure there's a lot of people that, like, Detective Conan is pretty much like The Simpsons to them. They're gonna watch it every day after work or whatever the case may be, regardless if there's ever an ending. I feel at some point, because it's a series that, warrants an ending. It starts off with, hey, there's a problem we need a solution to. How are they going to work that? And once Detective Conan does go down the tubes, or it ends, or whatever the heck happens, Shonen Sunday is going to hurt severely. It's going to hurt severely. But then moving on up to the east side. Hey, Shonen Magazine by Kodansha with 500,000, little over 500,000, 515,000 copies circulation. Now, those are numbers that are a little bit more sustainable. Like, Shonen Magazine from Kodansha will last a lot longer than Shonen Sunday, because Shonen Sunday is doing less than 200. This is doing over 500,000. So while that's still not sustainable, because these numbers continue to decrease year by year, this will give them more time to figure things out. And on top of that, Shonen Magazine has made a severe increase and a severe comeback from being just completely behind with some of their titles. Series like Tokyo Revengers is bringing in readers. Series like, even though it ended, but Fire Force bringing in readers. Like, those are the big dogs. And then Kodansha themselves, they got Attack on Titan and stuff, even though it ended, and I'm sure they're gonna milk it with a spinoff at some given point. That's just how it be. Like, look at what's happening with Nakaba Suzuki's The Seven Deadly Sins. Now he got Four Nights of the Apocalypse. Like, I'm sure they're gonna continue that. But in terms of Shonen Magazine, it has, I believe, To Your Eternity. It has Hajime no Ippo. It got some heavy hitters. It has Eden Zero. So that'll be around for a while. That's not great numbers, but it's still a demonstration that things is going downhill. And then the one that'll be here the longest, clearly at number one, over all of them, with 1.391 million copies, Shonen Jump. This right here, I ain't gonna lie, this is very important information. I feel like we shouldn't have access to this information, but we do, because 1.3, basically, let's just round it up, right? 1.4 million copies for that, 500,000 for Shonen Magazine, and 200,000. So 200,000, 500,000, and 1.4. Literally, Shonen Jump absolutely blows Shonen Sunday out the water. This is probably also why they're doing these collaborations now. We're seeing a lot of the publishing companies working together. Probably Shogakukan was like, if we don't do something, like, it's over for us. Let's band together and try and figure some shit out. But this is still an indication, man, from the days of Shonen Jump doing 6 million, and like, I think it was even like a year or two ago, it was doing like 1.9. Like, it's continuing to decrease, and this is why probably Shonen Jump is a little bit more picky, because they know they're at the lead, right? They don't want to lose that. Like, imagine if they just started decreasing all the way down to where Shonen Magazine, or God forbid, where Shonen Sunday is right now. They would be in massive trouble. They got a lot of business invested in all of this, not just, with their manga volumes and stuff like that. Shonen Jump are probably being more picky and being more cruel about, letting series survive, because it's like, our numbers on the physical magazine is going down daily. At the end of the day, when it comes to this magazine, probably, yes, they want big series to pop because of all the other business ventures. But in terms of series that are going to bring readers to the magazine, if the ratings and the rankings are really bad, and they're looking for series that are going to help sustain these numbers in any fashion, that's probably weighing on their decisions too. That's probably why they're looking at, even if a series sells more than the next man, they will cancel that series if the rankings are bad, because they're probably trying to save their physical magazine from going under as long as possible until the inevitable complete digital switch, just like music did it. Like, it's just taking longer for manga, but the same way music went that nobody's buying a physical CD, a tape, or anything like that, is going to be the same way with manga. And, the volumes are going to be like a luxury item, so to speak. They're not going to be anything that is, people like me, where you probably can't see it, but all of these freaking manga volumes, stuff like that, like, that's going to be a thing of the past. It'll only be people like me that did the hardcore thing that are going to still do that. For the most part, it'll be just like people just doing it digitally, and it's kind of crazy, but that's probably why Shonen Jump are the way they are, where, yo, you got 3 months. You got 3 months. Impress us. Make our numbers look good. Do something for us. If not, you gotta go, lad. Which to that I say, okay, if that's the business model that you're rocking with, trying to save the physical publication of this magazine, that's all dope, but you're missing out on a bag, messing with fans. So again, they need to do something to remedy that situation. But hey, here's a little bit of insight. Actually, here's some very important insight as to why things are happening and series are getting canceled, despite the fact that Shugamaru, again, nobody gives a fuck. I apologize. That was so immature of me. Please understand. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. Moving forward, let's talk a little Naruto. Y'all like some Narutos, right? Nah, I got a little bit of insight. We're gonna keep it in the rumor pile, but from my understanding and the way this is passing around like rapid wildfire, this is probably legit and accurate, that the Naruto franchise, they're doing something else with it that, honestly, it didn't get the greatest feedback that I seen the first time around, and that's that, you know, that they did the collaboration with Fortnite, right? Like, hey, we got Naruto, Sasuke, Sakura, I think Kakashi was in it too, and you had like the QB that you could, or Kurama, you could fly in him. I don't know if Kakashi was in it, but I know Naruto, Sakura, and Sasuke were in it. And either way, it was like a really dope drop that they had. Well, rumor is apparently the same person who posted the Battle Pass leak posted minutes later that another Naruto collab will be released in June for Fortnite. They posted the image as a teaser for the collab. Recently, Epic began working on Kawaii 2 challenges. Kawaii equals Naruto challenges codename, and the characters that they're seemingly bringing to Fortnite is Kiba, Hinata, and Shino. And there's Kurenai in the picture, but I don't know if Kurenai will be in it. But either way, I'm like, I don't care. That's not gonna bring me back to Fortnite. Not that I was the biggest Fortnite player in the world, but like even my nephew, like, Joe, are you gonna go back to Fortnite for Kiba and his dog? Like, yo, and my nephew was like the biggest Fortnite head in the world, in the freaking universe. This kid was freaking in love with that damn game, but that's not gonna bring nobody back to, like, it's a cool thing, and maybe they already made the deal and they didn't realize, like, oh wow, like, or maybe, who knows, maybe the numbers were great. Maybe that's why, like, even I bought the Fortnite Naruto stuff for my nephew, so maybe those numbers were good enough that they said, hey, let's do some more. Although, why would this be your second choice? Why not, like, I don't know, like a villain pass or something, like, legit, this doesn't excite me at all, and like, it's a rumor, probably more reliable than just a rumor, but we'll keep it just to be safe side. Rumor, Naruto, more Naruto stuff coming to seemingly Fortnite, and it's Kiba, Hinata, and Shino. Meh, like, can we at least get, like, I don't know, the last versions of them, or the Boruto versions of them, like, something more exciting, like, dog, I play with these characters in 100 million, do you know how many Naruto games had these kids in this shit? You think I want to play on Fortnite with them? You think, I mean, I guess for new kids, that's what they're aiming for, so, hey, there's that. Also for anime gaming content, like, there you go, if that helps your channel or that's your bag, whatever. Next up, in some pretty freaking awesome news, I know you guys love you some Bleach, right? Bleach is pretty freaking awesome. Well, we got a little bit of news. They're definitely revving up, they're gearing up. Y'all know, in case you don't, we had a big massive trailer at the end of last year that showed us Bleach is returning with the 1,000-Year Blood War anime. While there's been some wild rumors circulating that I'm going to wait until we get some confirmation on it, on what's going on behind the scenes with Bleach, ultimately something was released of something that they're doing that is going to be spanning until June 14th for Bleach fans. And again, this feels like they're starting to get, you know, the algorithms cooking, so to speak, like getting Bleach into the algorithms, getting people excited about it, so that way when the 1,000-Year Blood War comes, they'll be really hyped, because this news for the most part is interesting, but I feel like it's really only like gonna affect the Japanese, because according to this, it says Bleach is holding a public voting from May 31st to June 14th to select episodes from its original anime to be broadcasted during July, commemorating the upcoming broadcast of Bleach's 1,000-Year Blood War anime adaptation. And off the rip, first of all, I feel like what they're trying to do is, because, like, you know, off rip, they gotta start, in my opinion, in order to really, like, you know, get some of these people that probably don't care about Bleach, and they're going to be called fake fans because they never watched it, whatever, but probably in order to get some of those, you know, newbies that are going to just jump onto Bleach and never watch it or whatever, it would be smart to put like a recap episode or stuff like that. And they're probably thinking like, okay, we can use the analytics of people voting for their favorite Bleach episodes, take those Bleach episodes, air them, you know, leading up until the anime's return, and those episodes, since the fans love them already, there's probably going to be other fans that love them too. So it's a smart idea, using the analytics to see like, you know, what's the pulse like for Bleach as it stands right now, and also again to get things cooking up. So all around, this is a dope thing. Honestly, if I had to pick, it would be the Turn Back the Pendulum arc. Like that whole arc right there. It was only a few episodes. It was, you know, Urahara's past and all that stuff. To this day, that is still some of my favorite stuff from Bleach. I have very fond memories of watching. Like, it was like a summer I was just marathoning Bleach, and I remember just loving that arc. It was so freaking good. And then of course, like, Ichigo versus Aizen is another big one. Oh my god, there's a lot of stuff. Of course, the big reveal about Aizen in the first one, which by the way, people were like hating off of that collab video I did where we was talking about villains, and they were like, oh, why you didn't bring up Aizen? Dog, I talk about how amazing Aizen is all the time. Relax, I could only pick one villain for that video. Chill, bruh. Chill. But yeah, I want to ask you guys if you could vote, and I think you can, I'll link it in the description if you can, for like the favorite episodes or the best episodes of Bleach. Which episodes would it be? I think even the beginning when like Renji and Byakuya took Rukia back to Soul Society, that was a powerful episode. Ichigo, the first time he unlocked his hollow abilities, that was a powerful episode. There's a lot of really awesome. Oh my god, should I rewatch Bleach? Let me know. Either way, they're gearing up. 1,000-Year Blood War. Y'all know what's happening, and it's about to get more spicier, my lord. By the way, they also released an image alongside it that just says Bleach Animation Best, and it was like screenshots in there from like a bunch of different episodes. I wouldn't be surprised if they already have some of the episodes picked out, because I see right here they got Renji's fight from the Soul Society arc. They got a couple of different panels or, you know, screenshots from episodes that are very impactful. The first time Ichigo got his Zanpakuto, pretty much, you know, episode 1. Yeah, this is gonna be fun. God damn it, again, should I rewatch Bleach? I feel like rewatching it. Okay, now let's switch a little bit of gears. Let's go to some Dragon Ball stuff, because this one has rocked the community over the last few days, and I was like, okay, y'all want me to report on it? I'll talk about it. Fine. Regarding something that was said with Gohan and Dragon Ball Super. Now, a lot of people are taking this as, oh my god, what the heck is going on? I'm gonna read it to you first so that we get clear understanding of what's going on, and then I'll throw in my opinion and see what you guys think. The creator of Dragon Ball Super confirms who the strongest hero is. Gohan has been a wildly powerful character in the history of Dragon Ball, with the son of Goku being the first to discover the transformation known as Super Saiyan 2, destroying the nefarious Cell and becoming a valuable protector of Earth in Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball Super. With the next movie set to see both Gohan and Piccolo in the driver's seats, creator Akira Toriyama has confirmed that he believes that the father of Pan is the current strongest member of the Z Fighters. The official Dragon Ball Super superhero Twitter account shared a new interview with Akira Toriyama, revealing that the creator of some of the biggest anime characters around considers Goku's son to be the strongest hero amongst the Z Fighters, even though he doesn't have God Ki at his disposal. Gohan is actually stronger than anyone, or so it's said, but lately he hasn't really gotten a chance to shine. In order to motivate Gohan, it takes his revered teacher Piccolo rather than his father Goku. I figured I'd try giving birth to a new superhero by putting these two in the spotlight through their intense battles with the Gamma androids. Gohan has a wild ride over the course of Dragon Ball Super, first starting as a fighter who could barely maintain a Super Saiyan transformation, but training his way back in a relatively short amount of time to reclaim his ultimate transformation, which he discovered during the Majin Buu saga. Yada 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 yada. Honestly, I feel like they're playing us. I feel like Toriyama's just saying that because that's what the fans want to hear. That's what the fans have said all along, that Gohan was, you know, at the end of Dragon Ball Z, for example, he was the strongest, but plot made it that Goku had to be the one to take out Kid Buu. Like, that's just Toriyama talking. I'm gonna just keep it real because that sounds silly. Maybe of the Z Fighters, excluding Goku and Vegeta, if you're not counting Goku and Vegeta as Z Fighters, then I think that's unanimous. Yeah, okay, but if you compare those two alone, if you want to say Broly is now a Z Fighter technically, because he's technically, I guess, not a bad guy anymore, right? I guess he was like, honestly, Toriyama, this is another one of those. Toriyama said some shit, probably didn't even think twice. It was probably a marketing ploy all those times anyways, and Toriyama came to say some nonsense that, again, like, yo, Gohan is strong as hell. Like, stop, Toriyama, please stop yanking our chain already. We get it. Yeah, you want us to watch the 3D movie, which a lot of people have been cooking me about talking about the 3D, but whatever, I'll let it go. Fine, you love it, you want it, fine, whatever. It looks awesome, guys. Yeah. Then, boy, do I have a story that's going to make you probably laugh and question humanity even further, because this is just a little funny side story. It's a Japanese man that kind of went a little loquito, mijo. Él no sabe lo que está haciendo, diciendo esta mierda, mira esto. Japanese man spends $15,700 on dog costume to fulfill his lifelong dream of transforming into an animal. For his costume, the man, Toko, commissioned a Japanese company called Zebeto Devet, which specializes in sculptures and models for movies, commercials, and amusement facilities, as well as TV costumes and mascots. The costume reportedly took 40 days to create. Toko also went through multiple rounds of revisions, including meetings and fittings for the costume. In an interview with Minavi, Toko explained that he chose a border collie costume as the long hair can mislead the human figure. So essentially this dude has like his whole life fantasized about being a dog and bought this dog costume. Dog imagine, no pun intended on that one. Imagine you're just like walking and you see like a stray dog there and you're like, oh hey dog, and the motherfucker looks at you and goes, nani sore? Dog, I would shit myself. Again, dog. This story, hey, if it makes him happy and he's not hurting and bothering anybody, do your thing, fam. But it kind of just boggled my mind that this dude spent like almost $16,000 for a dog costume because he fantasized about being a dog. Japan, fam. Japan. Either that or he's trying to get in some shorties Japanese, you know what I'm saying? Just think about a dog like, yo, he pretends to be a cute dog. And I said dog again. Oh, God. He pretends to be a cute dog. She brings him over. And then next thing you know, he's trying to get a bone. And I'll refrain from any more puns and jump straight into the Shonen Jump author comments of this week. Let's start off the rip. I'm going to give a little praise to Shuhei Miyazaki. They're the author of Me and Roboko. I'm so happy for the anime. It's thanks to all of you who supported me. I can't wait. I feel like if they execute this right, the memes and everything will be priceless. And I feel like the marketing is going to be very, very crucial for this one. Everything, the aesthetics is going to make or break this one. If the aesthetics check and the way they market it checks, this could be huge. If it is like, however, if they just do it like a straightforward thing, this will fall apart and Me and Roboko will be out of the magazine fairly quickly. So I'm gonna keep my eyes on that one. But then we also got Martial Magic and Muscles author Hajime Komodo. The Tori Soboro bowl at Sukiya is high in protein and low in fat, so I can recommend it for those on a diet. And I'm gonna write that shit down. Hold on. The Tori Soboro bowl. What is that? Eiichiro Oda, creator of One Piece, said, I get emotional over the transition from Tomorrow Never Knows to fanfare. Congratulations on 30 years, Mr. Children. Okay? I don't know. Then jumping down, we've got Gen Osuka, author of Doran Dororan, the last survivor of the recent serialization round in Shonen Jump. I've been listening to the show What Did You Eat Yesterday over and over while I work. It's relaxing. Isn't there a manga called What Did You Eat This Morning or something? Or What Did You Eat Today? Yeah, right? Yuji Kaku, author of Ayashimon. It's been a short time, but thank you so much for reading my series. See you again. Shonen Jump, eat a fucking dick. Hey, Yuji Kaku, you're not supposed to say that. Have some tact, man. I wonder if that was just like a side project to see if he could get something going while he waits for the Hell's Paradise anime to come out. Maybe he's gonna return with Hell's Paradise 2 or something. I don't know. I've never really gotten into the series. I'm waiting for the anime, even though I bought like a couple of volumes of the manga. Leave me alone. We got Gege Akutami, author of Jujutsu Kaisen. The new Doctor Strange movie was super Sam Raimi, and I loved it. And yo, it's kind of cool to see that this guy Sam Raimi, like considering he got so much hate back in the day, that he's getting some praise here. Even though I saw a lot of people saying otherwise, and that Doctor Strange wasn't all that, but I've seen some praise. And if Gege Akutami is praising Sam Raimi, well, now that I think about it, let me reread that. Hold on. With Super Sam Raimi, that does, like, it could be that this is Super Sam Raimi in terms of like it's cheesy as hell, and Gege loves cheesy as hell, so there's that. Then we got My Hero Academia's Kohei Horikoshi. I adopted a cat and my life has suddenly gotten better. Thank you, Cafe Komaneko. And oddly enough, I've been recently changing my stance on cats because I was never the biggest cat guy, but I wouldn't mind having a pet cat. Is that weird that I never liked cats, but now I wouldn't mind a cat? And we'll round it off with the latest cancellation of Daiki Ihara from Protect Me Shugomaru. Volume 2 of Shugomaru will be releasing on 6/3 in Japan. It has 13 pages of bonus manga, so please check it out. Yeah, he knew the writing was on the walls that this was getting canceled because this is the author comments before the magazine that he's canceled in. So he was like, let me try and get a couple of bucks out of these volumes that I printed in this bit. Like, go buy that shit before I'm out of here. And I just wanted to end this off with a little bit more of Hiromashima greatness, the creator of Fairy Tail Eden Zero, Fairy Tail 100's Quest, Raid Master, video games. Like, this man is a monster. He recently posted a little bit of insight saying the new cast, Seiyu, opening and ending have been decided for the second season of Eden Zero, and the source was the last face of Mashima. I guess that this is like a place where he posts info about the upcoming stuff in his series or whatnot. He said he wasn't sure how many chapters of the manga they were going to adapt for season 2 of Eden Zero, but at the very least he's giving updates that a lot of things were in progress, so ultimately we could expect a little bit more updates on Eden Zero season 2 and all that good stuff coming soon. I'm just wondering how much longer Eden Zero is going to go, considering the fact that Eden Season 0 is a seasonal anime, and like with My Hero, you know, it ran already, what, 4 or 5 seasons. It was like the most popular thing in the world, and now going into Season 6, it's ending the manga and stuff like that. So it's Weekly Shonen Magazine going to start adopting that motto of ending it too, or ending the manga while the anime is still airing, or it's going to be interesting to see. Also, quick update on the anime Bastard. I just got to give it to you because I'm really excited about this Bastard anime. It says, Bastard, heavy metal, dark fantasy, and here's a new main visual. It says the first core, consisting of 13 episodes, will be distributed on Netflix on June 30th worldwide, and I really, really hope Netflix gets this one right. Like, Bastard is so freaking Dark Snyder. Oh my god. I am so excited. Please, Netflix, don't hold no punches. Please make this shit good. Please, please, please. Like, if we got an opportunity to see some Dark Snyder and see Bastard all over again in a brand new anime, I want it to be greatness. It's what it deserves. But yeah, people, June 30th, get ready. I encourage you, watch Bastard. And yeah, people, those were the stories we have for today's episode. Curious what you guys think. Most important story, favorite story, anything that I didn't cover that you're like, yo, Fornev, why you ain't covered that? Let me know. That's all I have for this one. I'm ForneverWorld, and as always, people, have an awesome day. And remember the golden rule. Anime and manga for life, boy. Have an awesome day. Peace in, and you guys just watched another episode of Fornever News. Have an awesome day, lads. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell.
So just go to